Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. Mix-Up, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you again. Last time, we found our way into the mausoleum and acquired the left eye. With that in our possession, we can now make our way to the center of the broken window maze to see the Minotaur's final statement. Let's get on that, shall we? Let's see. It's over. It's not in here, right? It's over to the right? No, it is here. No, it isn't. All right. It's in the 1847 room. All right. Let's get to the center of the maze. And let's place the final eyeball, or the second eyeball here. We've acquired both laser eyes, and the blood begins to flow. Oh my. Okay. CA1, A80, C86, 1A9. Only a small portion of the inscription is legible. Truth of the Minotaur, deeper below. Eyes of the dead, red tears. And if I look at my photographic memory here, we now have access to the Minotaur statement. CA1, A80, C86, 1A9. All right, well, that's what we were after. Let's get out of here. Now it's back to the other maze. Oops, I don't want to go here. Now, I'm trying to remember exactly where the second maze is. I think it's in the loft? No. Not in the cellar. It's on floor 2 at the back. Is that it? I think that's it. I think so. Let's go down to floor 2. Let's see if I can remember how this works. So, if we go through to the computer, and then left. Oh, that's that hole. Okay. That's not what I thought it was. So then, where is it? Doesn't feel like it. Hold on. The cellar. No, it's not the cellar. It's not the loft. I guess it's down on floor 1? That doesn't feel right, but no, it was through the magician's symbol pair thing. Wasn't it here? No. Maybe it was here. 1948? I don't think so. Gosh, I really can't remember where it was. Oh, here's the mirror. Here, it's here. Okay, this is the room. The mirror room on the first floor. All right. Hey, Pila, welcome back to the channel. You been having a breakdown over Okami too. I mean, it's very exciting that there's going to be a game, but I don't know if it's breakdown worthy. We need to get to the first floor. And then over to the west. South and then... Okay, got it. We're right there. Here it is. This is the room I was looking for. All right. So from here, I think we should already be at the center of the maze. It's where we left off, I believe. Yeah, here's the final guy. All right, the Minotaur. Only the no-sense Mulier knows the answer to our final question. From top to bottom, what did my underground brother say? All right, allow my contemplation, brother. I probably should have saved here before I did this, but we do have the value. So it's CA1. A80. I'm assuming that's a 0. C86. And 1A9. Now, I wonder, those couldn't be error codes, could they? If we look at the software errors. Oh, C86 is an error code. CA1 is an error code as well. So hold on. I think I might need to... There might be a couple different ways to answer this, so... Let me back out here for a moment. And save the game and check some things. Okay. So, what did the Minotaur actually say? So, CA1 is hallway prototype error message 1. We want the bug reports now. Forest hallway prototype error message 1 was for pi. P-I. Okay. Let's double check. CA1. That was the first triplet on the Minotaur. Next was A80. Okay, this was library prototype error message 2. Which is phi. P phi. The third triplet from the Minotaur was C86. Which is forest prototype error message 2. Then delta. Okay. And then the last one was 1A9. Okay, that's library prototype error message 3. which is sigma. So I could put in the raw codes. I don't know if he has, if I can input the symbols here. Pi, phi, delta, sigma. Is there more in one of these books? Greek phrases, or Greek. Pi could be N. Where's phi? Phi could be O. Sigma could be E. And delta's a triangle. I'm not sure. Not sure how to translate this. I'm going to write these symbols down on my notepad. So pi, phi, delta, and then sigma. I don't remember if I had the ability to put those symbols in when answering his question. He might have a different keyboard input than the other gentleman. Let's see. Okay. From top to bottom, what did my underground brother say? Ah, here we go. We now have the Greek symbols. Okay, so we can do this. Perfect. So pi, phi, delta, and then sigma. You are the Nocens Millier. Excellent. We've passed the final quiz, made our way into the center. There are the maze symbols right there. What else we got going on here? Oh. The owl girl. The perseverance in your heart has proven great. You have reached the center once more. Beyond the mirror ahead exists another reality. Broken from whence you came, unbroken by the powers of truth. The red gallery is beyond and below. It houses the three symbols of truth you seek. But know that the passing of time rearranges all. Construct their original arrangement in your mind's eye. Paint the three symbols of truth in your memory. Return through the looking glass once you believe yourself done. My. Okay. Sounds like we only get one shot at this, but we do have the photographic memory, so maybe we'll be able to figure it out. Oh, look, it's Renat with her laser eyes sitting on, like, a throne. Or we passed through time? Yeah, I do remember there was a story about how she looked into a mirror at one point. Okay. So now we got to explore this side of yet another mirror. Oh, look, when we move, she moves. Oh, well, perspective-wise, at least. I'm curious if the clipboard says anything different. Yeah, see? This is us. Name of resident, Lorelei Weiss. Date of admission, 2014-12-13. Date of summary, 2014-12-14. You can spend your time going through letters, documents, and whatever else you can find, but nothing can change your memory. Please, open your eyes and face the truth. Wow. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So I can't go into these side rooms. I just get shunted right back in here. What am I doing out here? Do I want to save here? Nothing can be saved now. You're in too deep. Oh, this game's amazing. Well, I guess we explore. All right, we get shunted right back to this area. So then can't go that way. I guess I go downstairs. Yikes. Yeah, we're definitely in the end game here. Can't go in there. Alrighty. So there are squares on the ground. And they seem to correspond to squares on the wall. Hold on. This is some sort of key here. Lorelei Vice, the first symbol, red paint. You can keep trying to conceal this in all possible manners, make up stories or tell it like it never was, but the truth is right before your eyes if you want to see it. The first symbol. I'm guessing this is the password? Huh. So, in terms of which symbols are white, top middle, top right, and center. So, first symbol, if you have a grid of 9 squares, then middle, and top right are marked somehow. Not sure what it means yet, but the second symbol. You keep mixing things up. Stop playing games. Okay. Second symbol. I'm just drawing the grid. Okay, so top right, top middle, bottom middle. Okay. Not sure yet what this means, but okay. And then this is the third symbol. It is time to end this constant rearrangement of history. This is your last chance to make peace with the truth before you go. All right. So we got middle here. And then bottom middle. Okay. Not sure what to make of this yet. This should take me back to the first symbol then. All right. I mean, we've got 3 symbols. I think that's it. I think that's all we can get here. And it's time to leave and try. So we're back in the maze, and now we just need to exit. And I think all that's left at this point is the supercomputer. Wait, where's the... How do I leave? It was this way, yeah? Okay. So now if we make our way to the elevator, we can head down to the supercomputer and try and finish the game. I mean, I guess I could save one more time right here, just in case I need to, in case getting it wrong kills me or something. So we're pretty sure we know the login. I think we now have the password as well. I'm not sure what to do with the last part, but with the memory sequence. All right, let's see if we can figure this out. So first we got to put in Lorelei. I'm relatively sure that's what we're trying to do here. So let me see if I remember how to do this. We want Lorelei. So that's L. And then O. And then I'm just writing it down in a different way right now. The R. L-O-R. The E. L-O-R-E-L-E. L-O-R-E-L. Then E again. And then the I. Okay. I think I've got it here. Let's try this. All right, so there's L. Then O. Then the R, which is, I think this. L-O-R. Then the E. Then L. Then E again. And then I, which is where? What's I? 2 tops, 1 bottom openings. Here. All right, that should be Lorelei. Now we just got the symbols, I think. So the first symbol was white in the top, middle, top right, and center. So that would represent the first symbol we saw in the mirror maze, the third innermost maze. Right? Yeah. That was the first symbol. Second symbol is like a black H. We had, I think it's this one. We had the top, middle, top right were white. And the bottom middle. So that would be the second symbol. And then the third symbol had bottom, middle, and center as white. Now, as for the memory sequence here, this I'm not sure how to do. I think this is the visions we saw from the lady from future Lorelei. So I think each of these years has a symbol that corresponds to either 1847, 1963, or 2014. But at the moment, I don't actually know. I haven't done the work. Let me write these down. So what do we have? We have 1932. Then we have 1938. Then we have 1948. 1953. 1957. 1960. 1962. 1973. And 1982. So I'm going to leave these blank for now. This is not going to give us the end, but we should see whether the login worked or not. Login failed. Verity sequence could not be initiated. Okay. Let's see if we can figure out what those years should be in the memory. Are they pulling a Klaus with that supercomputer? I don't get the reference, but maybe. Visions. Yeah, here we go. All right, so this has to be one of those numbers. Looks like... All right, what is this one going to be? So each of these should be one of the 3 major years, right? How would this work? That first number has to be either 1 or 2. 1847, 1963, or 2014. The second symbol doesn't look... Well, the second symbol doesn't look like it would be a 0, but... Is it the number of parallel lines? The number of... What would this be? The number of lines total? How would this map to one of those 3 numbers? I don't see how the last one could be 3 or 7. Yeah, this one I don't quite get at all. Let me just double check on the supercomputer the 3 numbers that the things can be set to. I was pretty sure I would get the username correct. But let's just put in nothing. And nothing here. And double check. So each year can be set to 1847, 1963, or 2014. All right. So how would that be 18, 19, or 20? I mean, the second symbol has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 corners, 12 right angles. That doesn't feel right. I don't know about this one. 1847, 2014, 1963. So let's assume that the first symbol means 1 somehow. Then what? Vertical line, like if vertical lines, I don't get this one at all. I know it has to represent one of those 3, but I just don't, I don't see it. Let me look at another one here. 1938. I mean, this one makes more sense. This is 1963, right? Yeah, the second one's definitely 1963. It's just volume, right? 1963. That one makes sense. This one, which one could this be? I think this is probably 1847. I can't give you a good reason why. Oh, if you, hold on, if you shift things... Like if you shift everything to the right, you get 3, 0, 1, and 4. Well, if you shift the top half to the right, you get 2, 0, 1, 4. Yeah. If you shift the top half of each symbol to the right so that it's on above the second half on the bottom left, then you get 2, 0, 1, 4. So that's got to be 2014. So there's some manipulation of stuff that can happen. Maybe that helps me with the 1932. Like, if I push them together, I can get a 1. If I smush the thing together. Is it a mirror representation? It is. Each number, each digit has been mirrored here. So just ignore the left half and you can see 1963. All right. Okay. Okay, that's that one. Let's go to the 1953 memory. This one I think we figured out before. It's the number of intersections, 1, 9, 6, and 3. The number of crossroads, I guess. That's another 1963. This one, oh boy. Looks like the curves indicate which way the chunk has been rotated. So this be 1, 8, 4, 7. 1, 8, 4, 7. Yeah, 1, 8, 4, 7 for this one. All right, making progress here. What is this one going to be? This one, I'm not as sure. Is it another mirror thing? Is it another, do we manipulate these somehow? Is it a counting thing? I mean, there's 9 squares in the second symbol. This one I'm less certain of. So if this was 2014, the first symbol would be 2 and the last symbol would be 4. That doesn't seem to trigger anything for me. If this were 1963, then the first symbol would be 1 and the last symbol would be 3 somehow. For 1847, the last symbol would be a 7. How is that a 3? Is it a 3? But then how is the first symbol a 1? It's got to be either a 1 or a 2, the first symbol. How would that work? I don't know about this one. Let's come back to this. 1962, that's 20... I think that's got to be 2014. Number of triangles? Yeah, 2014. So 1962 is 2014. 1973... I mean... Looks like... The first symbol's a 1, the last symbol's... It looks something like 1963, but how do I know? Is it number of... Now, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines. So it's actually 1847, this one. It's just the number of lines. And then what about 1982? 2014. That's 2014. So I've got almost all of them. 1960, I don't quite understand here. It's got to be one of the 3 values, though. How would this one work? Any ideas, Pila? Or Mix Up if you're still here? How would you turn this into one of those three numbers? What would you do? How would you manipulate or interpret the symbols? For that first number to be 1 or 2, how would that work? I mean, it looks like either 1847 or 1963 to me. I'm just not sure. Like, that second symbol looks like a big number. So I don't think this is 2014. But I'm not sure how to interpret it to get to where we want to be. Huh. Now, I'm pretty sure... Okay, I can guess about that last one. But the login failed. Why did the login fail? If I sort of assumed that the username would be Lorelei. Lorelei. And I got these in a particular order, and they were tied to symbols. So like, that's I, that's R, that's O, that's L, and that's supposed to be E. So L is definitely that. Then O should be this. L-O. R. Is that the right symbol? I think so. L-O-R. Now we need the E. Then L again. Then E again. And then I. Lorelei. Then we've got the three symbols that we just found in the red maze thingamajig. So it should be... this one. Yep, this one. Then this one. And then this one. That should be the username and password. Now, here we need to put in the right values here. So 1932 should be 1963, which it's already at. Same with this one. 1948 should be 2014. 1953 should be 1963. 1957 should be 1847. 1960, we're not quite sure. That's the only one we're not sure on, so we'll leave it at the default for now. 1962 should be 2014. 1973 should be 1847. And 1982 should be 2014. So we might have this one wrong, but I think we've got all the other ones correct. Login failed. Verity sequence could not be initiated. Okay. I'll try this one more time with a different value on the 1960. So... let's do L O R E L E I. Okay. Then we put in yeah, this symbol followed by this symbol followed by this symbol. 1 2 3. And did it keep everything? No, it changed everything for me. All right, so 1963, 1963, 2014. The next one is 1957 should be 1847. This one we're not sure of, but I'm going to set it to 1847 for now. We'll try that. 2014, 1847, 2014. We got it. Okay. I don't know about the 1960 number. I couldn't quite get that, but we got the name, we got the login and the password right, and we got, you know, 9 of the 10 visions correct. So there we go, login successful. I think we just beat the game, so it's probably just a cutscene to watch the end, but let's see what happens. Initiating Verity sequence. The third eye has awakened. Our laser eyes see all. Haha. Load requested memory in queue. And so we reach the end. The third eye has opened. Before you go, know this. You will encounter 9 truths. You know what they are now. Together, they shall form the final truth, hidden deep below. It has been a privilege to play with you. Please accept my deepest gratitude. Thank you for everything, Lorelei. Well, goodbye, Renat. What is it saying here? Read memory hotel postmortem room 1963.ocu3 texture memory load photo 01.dc3 project screen space UV enable static screen space UV display current verity error warning failed to display verity. Verity being a word for truth, right? If input equals young woman or old woman, go deeper. Wow. Input. Young woman or old woman? What? Lorelei? Okay, all right. Wow, this is so cool. What a cool ending. Hotel front yard. Look at that. IO equals L. IO equals L. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. What are we doing here in the front yard then? Secret chapel. Forest. Input. I don't know what to put in here. We need to find a secret. We need to find somebody to give us a hint or a clue. Hold on. Let me go back to the yard here. Oh, this is so messed up. It's the game again, but it's a maze. It's a different kind of a maze this time. It's glitching back and forth. Where do I go here? Oh man, this is so cool. What do I do? Do I check the statues? How do I find what to input? Oh, wow. Look at that. I'm her now. I'm the old lady. Where am I supposed to get the clue for the next input, though? So walking this way takes me to the left side of the fountain. I'm pretty limited in where I can go here. If I get past the fountain, then I'm in the chapel. Can I read the book? It's like swapping me back and forth between things. I need something to interact with here. Okay, all right. What? Input equals... If input equals current year, go deeper. Okay. Man, this is so weird. Okay. Current year should be 1963. No? Is it... When they say current year, do they mean 2024? No. Did I swap places with Renat? It should be 1963, right? Maybe this isn't the input for that. Maybe there's another one that I can put it into. Another place. I mean, she said... If input equals current year. This is so creepy. How do I get to... Yeah, that's weird, man. If input equals current.year, go deeper. It should be... I mean, there's a couple years we can try. We can try 2014. Wow. Okay. All right. Why is it 2014? Why is it 2014? That's weird. What's this way? So there's very strong limits on where we can go and what we can do. Oh, okay. All right. What does this say? If input equals man, go deeper. If input equals man. Like, does it mean straight up man? Or does it mean like Nero or Lorenzo? Lorenzo or Renzo? Renzo? Renzo. Okay. This is so weird, man. If input equals fiction.woman, go deeper. Fiction.woman? Like fictional woman or... Fictional woman? Do they mean Renat? Like Renat was a figment? Was a fictional creation? Okay, we're getting deeper. We're in the library prototype. Now what? Set refresh rate 20 FPS, resolution .33. I love that. Whole thing's another friggin' maze, of course. Oh, hello. If input equals fiction.year, go deeper. Okay, so Renat's fiction year is like 1847, I guess? Or it could mean 2014, the year the game was written. It's going to be one of those numbers. I don't know how to get to the next... Okay, where am I trying to go here? Disable rotation controls. Fiction.year. How do I get to the next input position? It keeps wrapping me around. Man, this is cool, but I'm also not sure how far to go here. Which way do I go? No, I've already done this. Oh, boy. So how do I get past the library to the next place where I want to input something? If I just walk straight, I hit this wall. Same deal, right? I just hit this wall. And I can do this over and over again. So there's a fixed number of exits here. I need to get to the next input, and I don't know how to get there. Wait. So walking straight across gets me back here. How do I get to the next input? I don't understand. Oh, is it through the door? Ah, okay. So the fiction dot year, I'm guessing this is 1847. Yeah, that makes sense. That's the year most associated with Renat, I think. Now what are we doing? If input equals fiction.man, go deeper. Right, so the story is about Renat and Lorenzo. So Lorenzo should be the next solution, I think. If revelation equals in progress, set time to night. Warning, visage renderer failed. Oh man, this is so cool. Fiction.man should be Lorenzo. This music's pretty banging. Like, it's for something that has to repeat for a long time, it's pretty solid. Okay, none of this is helpful. I am an old woman. Printing default lyric, line 1. Converter not found. I'm yesterday's news. Okay. I'm an old woman. I'm yesterday's news. I'm an old woman. Yesterday's news. We want to advance the lyrics. I was born to sing the blues. I dream in black and white. Input incident dot year. Incident. That's got to be 1963 again, right? Can't go in the door. I'll see it all through laser eyes. Okay. This should be, I think, 1963. All right. This is the wrong way to go then, to go back in there, I think. Now we're at the magic show? All right. How do we get on stage? Oh, there we go. If input equals departed. Departed? Departed? What would that mean? If input equals departed? Departed as in dead? I mean, maybe. Departed. We have... I mean, we left Well, it could be 1962 or 1963. Departed, though. If input equals departed, dead. Who's dead? Renat? I mean, she got pushed out the window, right? No. Renat. It's not Renat. Request Verity. If input equals departed. Well, Nero died, right? There's a murder report on him. Renzo. Yeah, Renzo died. That's right. We had the murder report. Ooh, boy. What is that? 6 or 7 of the verities? We were told we were to counter 9 truths. We're in the interrogation area now. We never saw that part of that before. Here he is. He's sitting here with his gun. But we can't interact with him. Here she is. If input equals responsible. Responsible. Who's responsible? Would that be Lorenzo? This is the way I came from, right? Yeah, I don't want to go there. Like, Lorenzo kicked everything off? When he went on his, like, quest to find her? Or I guess the third eye could be responsible? I think it wants Lorenzo here. No. Responsible. It could be Lorelei? She's, like, not insane? Yeah, Lorelei. I guess Lorelei. Yeah, I think you're right. There's a couple ways to interpret it. Memory address Anahedron. We read about that somewhere. I can't remember where. Run defrag.latle. Memory defrag equals 10%. Elapsed time 4 years. 8 years. 14 years. 24. 32. 48 years. 50 years. We always want to get to the center of the maze. I know that. What? I mean, okay, I guess. I don't know what that was. Memory address C? No. We don't want to go back here. What is this? So if this is the bottom, I can't do anything here. I can flip those. Oh, it's based on the way she's facing. Ah, okay. Okay. Okay, I think I'm getting this. Okay, this one's a problem. Oh, this is a very difficult. I don't quite know how to solve this. All right, we got to flip these ones. Okay, that's right. That's all seemingly correct. All right, now the... Yeah, there we go. We solved it. Defrag successful. Elapsed time 51 years. What? That's the Enneahedron, I think. I'm trapped inside the Enneahedron. Okay, let's see if we can go speak with her. Speak with our future selves, I guess. Wait, that's Nero. I see how it ends now. Do you, Lorelei? No, not yet. You are afraid, Lorelei. Yes. This is exactly what happens. Cut to black. Now I will fumble in the dark like a madman. Start backing away. You are very afraid. Where are you? It's all black and I can't see you. But I reach out and manage to grab you. I say something like, I see it all through laser eyes. Yes, perfect. And you? What do you do, Lorelei? Yes! Signorina, this is as close to the truth as we will ever get. The important thing is that you finally saw it. There are no such things as laser eyes, of course. But that is how it is with a story. Like the tale of a Labrador. Living its life freely from the dog, always moving. Until one day, it does not. Designed and developed by Simogo in Malmo, 2020 through 2024. I don't know what they were trying to tell me. I don't know what they were trying to say. I mean, so first of all, really good game. Really well done in terms of just like as a game with puzzles to solve. Fantastic. There was only one time when I really felt stumped, but I never felt like the puzzles were super easy. They were always challenging, and it just like they were designed in such a way that with enough effort you could solve them. I really appreciate that. The art design, the music, spectacular. Overall, super good, super solid game. Really enjoyed it. Now, as for the cryptic story, it's hard to feel satisfied without some kind of feeling like you understand, some kind of explanation of something. Like, was Nero just a film critic who made a friend in another artist named Lorelei Weiss and came to tell her a story? As she lay dying, blind from a disease, right? Were they just friends and he came and told her the story, like mused upon his thoughts about the meaning of art and explored, you know, digital and conceptual art together with her in her last days and hours? Did he hold her hand and talk to her as she died? Is that what the story is? Or is the story of the third eye, the story within a story within a story, the maze of stories? Certainly there was a lot of uses of the maze motif. It was layered and dense with that idea, that concept being explored in multiple ways and threaded through the visuals, the puzzles, the story of whatever was happening there. It does feel a little bit anticlimactic not to get some kind of aha moment at the very end. But as best I can tell, it's just an exploration of the ideas of art and meaning and understanding and perception and what does it mean to make art? Who is it for? Who is meant to observe it? How far can you go down the meta rabbit hole before you turn everyone off and away? I think it explores a lot of ideas. It asks a lot of questions. I guess I get why they don't give you the answer, right? A maze isn't any fun if somebody just hands you the maze and it's already solved. It's up to you to thread your way through, right? I think ultimately this was a tale of two artists. Truth recovery, 99%. American dollars, 98 of 100. Playtime, 18 hours. I don't know if I care about the remaining 1%. I guess probably I would go do a quick Google search to see if there's some sort of true ending or something. I guess I could check that. What did I not get, though? Yeah, let me look real quick. Lorelei, true ending? There's a golden ending. What is this? This is a different game. Well, so I just did a quick Google search to see if there's a true ending. It doesn't seem there is, but the one thing I saw was I saw like a brief, I'm scanning through search results, and one thing I see is like somebody talking about their interpretation was that Lorelei was actually summoned to the hotel in 1963 and met the mad, insane artist Renzo Nero, who conspired to create this art piece that was not meant to be seen by anyone, where he kind of tricked her or forced her or manipulated her into killing him. right? So then the finale that we saw where he gouges out his eyes and comes at her with a gun after like demanding that she make this maze on the computer and then like destroying it, erasing all her work, like being creepy for days while she was there working on it. He gouges out his eyes and comes at her with a gun, and she pushes him away. He flies out the window, right? He crashes down and dies on the ground. Then there's the police report. They rule it an accident. She somehow, like, he leaves her the hotel in his will, or I'm not sure what the result is, but she spends the next 40 years almost until 2014 just in the mansion, in the hotel, haunted by the memories of what happened there, unable to leave, and then dies alone, consumed by those memories, remembering him almost as a friend now, telling her a wonderful story because she's been like so consumed by it. Anyway, I like it's very good as a puzzle game. It's a lot less satisfying as a narrative, I will say that. Not quite sure what to make of that game. Certainly a lot of good things that, like I said, the art style, the music, the puzzles are fantastic. But I do feel like the narrative was a little bit too cryptic for its own good. It's going to leave a lot of players dissatisfied. Like, you put a lot of effort into solving puzzles, right? And part of the reward is just finding the solution. Like, there's a sense of accomplishment there. But with a story this cryptic, you're kind of pushing towards the end, hoping that there's some kind of button, right? Some kind of, if you really want to know what happened, you can find it. If you really want like a clearer explanation, what the hell was going on in this game, you can get it. And they kind of didn't. I understand why they didn't. This game is more of an art piece than an entertainment piece, and I can appreciate that. But I do feel a little disappointed with how it ended, if I'm being completely honest. I do wish there was a little bit more of a grand revelation or a final, I don't know, not ribbon necessarily, but like some kind of definitive answer on what was going on the whole game, because it's not really all that clear to me. And I'm not the best at that sort of thing. I don't always track everything in the narrative as well as I possibly could. I'm too focused on the concrete things like the puzzles. The puzzles I'm pretty good at solving, but oftentimes I miss subtler parts of character and narrative development in a story that's not quite so straightforward. But I am left feeling like a little bit empty at the end of this one. So I can't give it a 10 out of 10. But very good game. The length was excellent. You know, no bugs, no crashes. So very well technically constructed game. Very creative in its use of different motifs and different, like the PS1 era graphic prototypes, the Game Boy games, like the way the whole hotel itself was amazing. The progression mechanics, the photographic memories. There was just enough stuff to make the puzzles hard and challenging but solvable. So, you know, really, really good game. Just like a little bit off what I would want it to be ideally. I would say 8.5 to 9 out of 10 would be my score for this game. But yeah, that sort of concludes my thoughts. That's going to be it for my stream through or let's play of Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. As always, thank you so much to all of you who watched. Pilachu, Mix Up. I know Gorilla Wolf was here for a lot of it, and a couple other folks. Really hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts here on the final stream. Leave some comments on your thoughts if you're watching. What do you think happened in this game? What do you think it was really about? What do you think of my assessment of the game? I'm curious. I know only a few people watch this, but in the future, who knows? A couple more people might be watching, might be listening to this rambling monologue at the end of the stream. So yeah, leave me some comments with your thoughts. And other than that, we'll be back tomorrow with a new game. We're going to be playing Animal Well. Very excited for that. Hope to see you there. That's going to be it for this stream. So take care, guys. Have a great Saturday. We'll see you next time. Bye.